Ache. This one's a weird take. Obviously, we saw that Man United, well, Arsenal needed Man United to beat Man City. But I don't understand why we didn't finish our dinner against Nottingham Forest. Like, we needed that 3 points, not 1 point. But anyway, this one's a weird take. Obviously, Man City, have they been performing well this season? They ain't been performing great. But obviously, there's a mad thing that's put out. Like, you see, a couple of weeks ago, obviously, we had Enzo Maresca leaving Chelsea. And obviously, there was always speculation. So his next job that he's going to move to is Man City. He's going to replace Pep Guardiola at the end of the season. That was what obviously speculation. It's not facts, you get me? But obviously, we've got Richard Keys kind of basically said that a wild take, but this has to be sources. This has to be a source, you get me? And he's basically saying, yo, but at the end of the week, Enzo Maresca could be replacing Pep Guardiola before the Wolves game. Let me flip my screen so you can actually listen to the take of what he says.
I'll say again, I think nailed on, gone at the end of the season. But do not rule out, and if this happens, remember where you heard this first. Do not rule out him leaving this week. This week.
Wow.
And if he goes this week, Maresca will be in charge for the match against Wolves next weekend.
Wow.
City.
Now, this here for me, let me know your thoughts in the comments. This here for me is something that he must, obviously, you get me, there's always top information, classified information from agents and whatnot, but yeah, man, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, they've dropped more points. Man City's dropped more points against Arsenal in obviously the race for the league. Obviously, we've got Arsenal, we've got Aston Villa breathing down our neck, like breathing down our neck right now. But anyway,
He will be apoplectic, I've said that. They will deny it, of course. But it's on his mind, I'm telling you, it's on his mind to leave this week.
Enough is enough.
And I think, he does this a lot. I'm not saying you can read too much into this.
but here's our thing as well. Pep Guardiola, bro, you get me? Why would he leave mid-season? We don't understand that. Do you know what I mean? Everything that he's done for Man City in the future, the players that he's bought this season, obviously, why would he leave this week? It doesn't make no sense. But like I said, when we hear football pundits saying wild stuff, it's like there must be a tip. He must have got a tip about this, you get me? And obviously, before I even get into this is what obviously what was said.
Well, Pep, obviously the result was a disappointment, but what did you make of your team's performance?
Better team won. United was in 10 years is the time I will claim here that they were better. So nothing more to say. When a team is better, you have to accept it. You have the energy that we didn't have, and yeah, congratulate them.
So how were they able to, maybe not in terms of possession, but chances, how were they able to have the better of the match?
Do you know what it is as well? You got Michael Carrick that has come as an interim manager. Like, get me? Obviously, you got the Fergie lot. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, there was fired up, ready to go. And Man City was awful. Manchester United turned up. They finished their dinner. They done what they needed to do. Obviously, flicking the screen, and obviously you can show this is the 18th of December. You get me? And it says Enzo Maresca high amongst candidates Man City, considering in case Pep Guardiola exits next summer. You get me? And now it kind of half makes sense for Maresca to just get up and leave, thinking, yeah, okay, cool. Let's position this right. I've left now. Now Pep's lost against Man United is in place. Okay, cool. It might make sense. This might make sense. You just never know. You get me? And And this got played, this here.
Enzo Maresca to Manchester City is well on the cards, which could mean Pep Guardiola is in his last season. This has just come out from David Ornstein. Enzo Maresca informed Chelsea twice, both in late October and again in mid-December, that he was talking to people associated with Man City about the managerial position there if/when the vacancy arises. And he was obliged to tell Chelsea about that within his contract. That should be a blaring red flag, by the way, to Chelsea, that they have just sacked or let go of a manager who is on.
But I think that Chelsea must know. They know this. This is all... Obviously, look, things are happening before it comes out to online space, you get me? But we just
the
have to wait and
radar of
see.
Manchester City as a Pep replacement. That's the level that he is seen as.
Remember, Maresca left Chelsea at the start of January, you get me? And he's been linked to Man City, future Man City. He's been linked to Man City. And obviously, bro, he's a prodigy of Pep Guardiola, bro. You get me? This is Pep's young G. This is Pep's young junior. So, of course...
And you're letting him walk away because you won't give him any control. Now, obviously, Pep Guardiola is still contracted for next season beyond this one, another 18 months. Would Maresca wait 18 months to take on that job if he was the manager that they wanted? I don't know. Could this mean that they speed it up for him? I mean, if you could keep Guardiola for another year, you'd keep him for another year. Like, Maresca's decent. He's not Pep Guardiola. It may be no surprise that, having had the history that he has at Man City, Maresca still speaks to some of them. I don't know. But I would say... if I'm Spurs, I'm maybe going, would you fancy it? Even if I'm United, maybe.
Ooh, that could be a plot twist as well. Nah, I couldn't see Pep going to Man United. That could be a biggest plot twist. That Pep. Nah, I couldn't see Pep going to Man United, but it could. Manchester United's there. There's no manager. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.